thank God for the times that I played in the Dirt Bowl. As a kid, me and Bobby Turner used to watch the Dirt Bowl. I didn't watch it at Algonquin. I was too young to go down there then, but we used to watch it in what we called the hole when it first came to Shawnee Park over by Flagey. And we would sit on the court and imagine ourselves playing in the Dirt Bowl. And then the city decided to build the courts that you see now. Actually, there were probably about 4 or 5 courts that they built. They since then shrunk it. And we were sitting there on the edge of the court watching the pro players and the college players play. And then next year, I went to George Sindley, who was my high school coach at the time. He dated my neighbor, Sarita Summers at the time. And we asked George, hey, George, can we play with you guys? And he laughed, he looked at me and said, now it's not your time, young fella. So we got David McConico, Bobby Turner, Bob Miller, Robert Stewart, it was a bunch of us. And so our mentality was, if you ain't gonna let us play with you, we're gonna get our own team. And we entered our own team in the pro division of the Dirt Bowl. And we had no fear. We became the Park favorites. And it was just a good time. It was a good growing time for me. I say that to say that I wish that we had cell phones back then. I wish that we had cameras back then so that the young people could see the electricity and the way that the community really grabbed the Dirt Bowl back in the day. And when I say that it was 3 times as many people at the Dirt Bowl that you would ever see, it was that many people there because we had the pro team in town with the Colonels and we had all the college players playing. And so the competition level was just crazy. And it was just an amazing time to be a part of that journey, a part of that legacy. Some of the players that we played are not around. Young Caldwell, you're right, your dad was a bad boy. He was the truth. I remember playing against him with his gold teeth and his Walfridge sideburns. So the history goes way back. The memories for me go way back. Every time I go down to the Dirt Bowl, it just rewinds in my head about the times when we used to play, about Iceberg Slim, the dog that had the shades on.
Tell them about Herb.
Huh?
Tell them about Herb.
There was a guy named Herb Booty, and he was legendary on both parts, Chickasaw and Shawnee. And he had sagging pants and he had hair on his booty. That's why his name was called Herb Booty. I remember the time, tragically, when a gentleman got killed down to the park. And it made national news. Walter Cronkite called it Death Valley Day in Shawnee Park. I remember the time they came and they shot Iceberg Slim, the dog. And about 400 or 500 people chased that guy across the park. I mean, so many memories that I have being down to the park because it was a place to play. It was a place to be for the community. And I want to compliment Rayvon for keeping the legacy going. Unfortunately, we wish we could have the NCAA put a sanction to let the college players play, which would elevate the competition for the guys to judge their talent. And that's what we were able to do when I was coming up. We were able to judge our talent by against the people that we played. The team that we had was called Chocolate City, and we look forward to playing every Sunday. So it was just a good time. I can reminisce about the Dirt Bowl and how a part of my life it was, how instrumental it was for me as a player, being able to grow and judge my talent against the top players in the country, in the city, and with the professional ranks. But just leave it with this. If you were 7'1" and a young 9th grader dunked on you, was you admitted? Thank you guys, I appreciate it.